What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another workout Wednesday. So every Wednesday during this 12-week cut, and as I train for my next Spartan race, every Wednesday I will be bringing you guys a workout from my weekly split. So today is Sunday. It's currently 5:52 in the morning. I just finished my leg and core workout, which is what I do on Sunday. So I'm going to break down in this video basically my thought process behind programming it and why I am doing this workout as I prepare for my next Spartan Stadion. All right, so first off, when it comes to this leg workout is drastically different than my leg workouts when I was like 23-year-old young buck, just doing all about volume, all about not being able to walk the next day. Like, I had this thought process of it wasn't a good leg workout if I couldn't walk for 3 days. I'm 36 years old. I got a 3-month-old son and a 5-year-old daughter, and I'm a husband. So my whole thought process is longevity and being able to function while training for my next Spartan race. So I want to have an effective leg workout. However, I don't want to not be able to walk for the rest of the day. I don't want to be sore tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day back to work after being on summer break for 2 months. So that whole thought process has drastically changed. So if you are thinking that this workout is going to blow up your legs and you're not going to be able to walk, probably don't even watch the video. This workout is more geared towards, like I said, getting an effective leg workout and still being effective the next couple days in my other roles as being a husband and father. Not just someone that destroys himself in the gym and is not able to function the next couple days. So hope that makes sense. As you can see, it's not a very big leg workout, but if you do it right and you track all your progress weekly, you will make progress, if that makes sense. So let's jump into it. So first exercise is going to be the only superset of the leg workout, and it starts with an explosive movement, some form of jumps. So today I did seated jumps, basically over a pole. I like doing this. I feel like it warms my lower body up, it fires up the central nervous system, and it just gets me explosive. Because what I've realized is, from back in my day when I was a young buck, 21 years old, playing football, I was very explosive. Now that I'm 36 and I stopped training that, I am not explosive. I don't explode out of the lowest part of the squat, which I kind of miss that feeling. Also, there's a lot of videos and research and journals coming out basically saying that you should never stop training explosiveness as you get older. Sprints, jumps, all that stuff. So I like to incorporate that into my leg or lower body session. So I start with 4x3. So 3 jumps. I'll do 1 jump. I'll kind of go back, reset. I don't set an actual timer, like it's not 2 minutes in between each jump. It's just when I feel it, I jump. As soon as I'm done with that, I'll walk straight over to the squat rack. Maybe a 30-second rest in between, probably not though. And then I'll jump straight into my squats of 12, 10, 10, 8. Now if you watch and you can see that I am not even lifting over my body weight. I am more going for controlled reps and a weight that feels good while pushing myself a little bit. The days of doing like 225 for 100 reps or seeing how many sets I could do to get to 100 reps is long gone. My lower back is pretty much not the best. And like I said, I'm not trying to lift or PR on back squat and then jack up my back so now I can't play with my daughter. It's painful for me to work. Like, it doesn't make sense for me at this stage in my life. However, if you want to load it up and throw up crazy weight, you can do that. However, I again am more focusing on, I want a good explosive movement, and then I want good controlled reps, and still trying to make progress each week. So like I said, the last set of 8, I think I did 205, which I weigh 215. So I'm not even doing my body weight. So it is what it is. Also, I've just had a lot of lower back injuries in my past, so I think a part of it is mentally. I'm afraid that I will just throw on my back doing any type of barbell squat. So first exercise, like I said, basically 4 sets of that. And then, and in between each set, I take a 90-second to 2-minute rest. Second set is just gonna be Bulgarian split squats, 4x10. Basically, like I said, what I'll do is the first 10 sets in my mind, it's kind of like on a RPE, it's maybe like a 6, and then the second 2 sets, I'll increase the weight. So I think I did 50 on the first 2 sets, just 1 dumbbell in each hand. Again, controlled, nice range of motion. My thought process behind these is a Spartan Stadion or even just any Spartan race, you do a lot of obviously like single leg step ups. So any type of lunges, any type of step ups, any type of Bulgarian split squats, basically single leg work is really gonna pay off for the Spartan race. So like I said, first 2 sets were 50, second 2 sets were 60, and then 90-second rest in between. Once that was done, just jumped into RDLs. The reason why I do RDLs is because, like I said, my lower back is trash. I need to work on my posterior chain. However, I don't want to throw it out. I think this is an exercise I'm not very good at. However, in order to get good at something that you're not good at, you got to keep doing it. So that's why I do this. Again, I'll do 12, 10, 10, 8. This one, like I said, I'm not going heavy. I know this is an exercise that's obviously comparable to a deadlift, so you should be able to go pretty heavy. However, in my mind, like I said, it might be mental, but I literally feel like I'm one like muscle strain away from just throwing out my back. However, since I've started incorporating these, I feel like I don't have that much lower back pain, which obviously I think there's a connection between that. I'm strengthening my lower back by doing these. So again, taking it very slow. I think each week I progressed by maybe 5 pounds total. So it's not a big progress, but obviously I'm in week 9 of this cut, so it is what it is. And then the fourth and final exercise for the legs. So again, it's only 4 exercises this leg day. However, during this cut and training phase or training block, I do have another lower body session later on in the week. So I like to hit my legs effective, but however, now I broke up my big leg day into like 2 sessions, and I feel it's a little bit more effective. I'm hitting the muscle twice. I like doing it that way. So my fourth and final exercise is just leg extensions, 3x15. Again, more looking at that muscle fatigue. So right now, or muscle endurance. So right now my quads are pretty much done. By the end of it, now it's like I picked a weight that I could do 15 reps each leg, single leg, and a controlled mind muscle connection where I could, pump some blood to it and then just fatigue it for whatever's left. Because also on Sundays I got my long run. So as soon as I finish this, then I jump into basically an hour or over an hour run. And that's the leg day. So that's the leg portion. Like I said, only 4 exercises, but for me, where I'm at in my life, what I'm training for, it makes sense. So give this workout a try, let me know. That's the leg portion. And then once that's done, I jump straight into my core. Now my core I'll hit twice a week on my leg days. So this is 1 core workout that I do with this leg day, and then on my next core workout, or my next leg day, I'll do another core workout. So for this one, it's basically a giant set. You go exercise A, B, and C, just one right after the other, and then you take your 2-minute rest. So for exercise 1, I did leg lifts. This one, the key to this, I'm in week 9, and I'm barely at the point where I could do controlled leg lifts. And that is the point of this exercise. When I first started in week 1, I could feel my body kind of swinging. I like to have a full dead hang so that my legs do not touch the ground. I used to do it with my legs bent. However, I don't feel like it's as effective. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it's as effective. So if you're doing these, make sure your legs are fully hanging. I'll do 15, like I said, controlled sets, controlled reps, not swinging it up, not throwing it up. Now, if you've never done these before, you might have to throw them up. But if you throw them up, then try to control them down. As you progress week by week, you'll hopefully get to the point like where I'm at right now, which again, I'm in week 9 of doing these, so it took me a while. Controlled up and controlled down, that's the point. So do those for 15 reps, then you jump straight into Russian twist. This one I use a weight. You don't have to use a weight, again, wherever you're at. My first week, I think I did a 10, and then I progressively overload. Right now, up to 25. So like I went from a 10 for a couple weeks, I went from a 15 to a couple weeks, a 20 to a couple weeks, and then now I'm at Russian twist for 15 reps. As soon as I'm done with that, then I jump into basically sit-ups. And again, for this, you don't have to use a weight. My first week, I used a 10. Basically, whatever I used for a weight on the Russian twist, I do the same weight for sit-ups. As the weeks progressed, again, now I'm at a 25 pound on the Russian twist and a 25 pound on the sit-ups. So basically 15 sets on leg lifts, or 15 reps on leg lifts, 15 reps on Russian twist, 15 reps on sit-ups, rest 2 minutes, and then you run it back. You do that 3 times. The first couple of weeks, I'm just giving you a heads up, you will probably cramp on your third exercise if your core wasn't as strong as mine, or if your core was weak. If your core is weak like how mine was, my first week, I could get to the second set, and by the third set, I'd probably cramp up on the Russian twist, just because it's a good amount of volume in a short amount of time, if that makes sense. So now I'm at the point where luckily I don't cramp up. I'm able to, increase weight each week, and I feel my core is getting stronger. When it comes to Spartan races, you don't really realize it. I realized it on one of my Spartan races where I was trying to swing and I was very fatigued. I didn't think of it, but my core started cramping up because I was trying to use so much core muscles to stabilize from swinging. So you don't really think of that when it comes to Spartan race. You think of grip, pull-ups, leg strength, all that stuff, but you definitely want to train your core also, because as the race progresses and you get deeper in the race, that's when you'll feel it. So all in all, this workout I think takes me about 60 minutes, if that. Not a very long workout. Like I said, it's just a good leg workout that I could do, and then when I'm done with this, like I said, as soon as I finish this, I'm jumping straight into an hour run. If you guys are looking for a leg workout to do that, again, isn't gonna kill your legs, but still grow your legs, get a muscle endurance and strengthen your legs, then give this workout a try. Comment below if you like this workout. Comment below if you like these type of videos, because like I said, every Wednesday I'll be dropping something in my current split, whether it be some type of AMRAP, EMOM conditioning piece, which involves like running, treadmill, bike, all that stuff, or a strength session, because right now during my training block, I'm doing a mix of all of it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Appreciate you guys. If you guys just subscribed to the channel, if you're new to the channel and you like this, make sure you subscribe, and then you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I'll catch you guys next week.